What is a coronavirus? Coronaviruses are a family of viruses known for containing strains that cause potentially deadly diseases in mammals and birds. In humans, they're typically spread via airborne droplets of fluid produced by infected individuals. Some rare but notable strains, including SARS-CoV-2, responsible for COVID-19, and those responsible for severe acute respiratory syndrome (SARS) and Middle East respiratory syndrome (MERS), can cause death in humans. First described in detail in the 1960s, the coronavirus gets its name from a distinctive corona or crown of sugary proteins that projects from the envelope surrounding the particle. Encoding the virus's makeup is the longest genome of any RNA-based virus, a single strand of nucleic acid roughly 26,000 to 32,000 bases long. There are 4 known genuses in the family, named alpha coronavirus, beta coronavirus, gamma coronavirus, and delta coronavirus. The first 2 only infect mammals, including bats, pigs, cats, and humans. Gamma coronavirus mostly infects birds such as poultry, while delta coronavirus can infect both birds and mammals. What are the symptoms of a coronavirus? Coronaviruses can give rise to a variety of symptoms in different animals. While some strains cause diarrhea in pigs and in turkeys, most of the time infections can be compared to a bad cold, causing mild to moderate upper respiratory problems such as a runny nose and sore throat. There are a handful of lethal exceptions, which have had a devastating impact on livestock and human health around the globe. COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2. SARS-CoV-2 was first identified in the Chinese city of Wuhan in 2019. At the time of writing, numbers of infected are still on the rise, with a mortality rate of around 1%. Snakes were originally suspected as a potential source for the outbreak, though other experts have deemed this unlikely and proposed bats instead. As of February 2020, the search for the animal origin of COVID-19 is ongoing. Severe acute respiratory syndrome (SARS-CoV-2) was first recognized as a distinct strain of coronavirus in 2003. The source of the virus has never been clear, though the first human infections can be traced back to the Chinese province of Guangdong in 2002. The virus then became a pandemic, causing more than 8,000 infections of an influenza-like disease in 26 countries with close to 800 deaths. Middle East respiratory syndrome (MERS-CoV) was first identified in Saudi Arabia in 2012 in people displaying symptoms of fever, cough, shortness of breath and occasionally gastrointestinal problems such as diarrhea. An animal source for the virus has never been officially confirmed, though evidence points to dromedary camels as a potential reservoir of infection. The World Health Organization has identified around 2,500 cases of infection in 27 countries since initial outbreaks, resulting in nearly 860 deaths. Current global spread of the virus. According to WHO data, as of the 20th of January, there were 282 confirmed cases of the virus, 278 of which originated in China, centered around the city of Wuhan and the surrounding region with 258 cases. Of the 278 Chinese cases, 51 people were severely ill, 12 were in a critical condition and 6 deaths had been reported from Wuhan. On the 13th of January, Thailand reported the first imported case of 2019 nCoV from someone who had traveled to Wuhan. Within a week there was another confirmed case in Thailand, as well as 1 case in Japan and 1 in the Republic of Korea. There were reports of further cases in Taiwan and in Australia on the 21st of January. On the 22nd of January, the US CDC reported the first case of 2019 nCoV in the US, causing the benchmark S&P 500 index to slide 0.3% on the stock market, according to the Financial Times. Between 22 and the 29th of January, the disease continued to spread throughout Asia. New cases emerged in Singapore, Hong Kong, Sri Lanka, Cambodia, Nepal and Malaysia. Outside of East Asia, new cases have emerged in France, Germany, the UAE and Canada. Keep up to date with the countries affected here. The UK is yet to report a case of 2019 nCoV and is seeking to screen everyone who has arrived from Wuhan since mid-January. Chinese authorities estimated that on the 22nd of January there were as many as 453 cases on the mainland and 3 further deaths in Hubei province, bringing the total death toll to 9. As of the 29th of January 2020, the number of cases globally has reached 6,000 and the number of deaths have exceeded more than 800 including. If you like this video, click the like button and click subscribe. How is the coronavirus transmitted? Although initially it was thought that 2019 nCoV was spread only through human contact with animals because the source of the outbreak was believed to be a fish and live animal market in Wuhan, Chinese authorities have confirmed that the coronavirus can also be spread through human-to-human contact. Germany and Japan have confirmed domestic transmission of the virus from a person who had recently visited Wuhan to someone who had not visited the city or China in general.